going on? Welcome back to my channel, Ed Shaw Graphics. Check this out. In my prior video, I used an 8.5 by 11 desktop printer to print out a 15 by 15 design. And how did I go about doing that? I used 4 sheets of 8.5 by 14 transparency sheets, and I print out 4 parts of the design, and I taped all the parts together, and that's how I was able to get it large, which is this right here. Now the middle part, of course, which is Abe Lincoln, I printed that on the 5th sheet. So I print, his face separate. And so what I did was I taped all the 4 parts together, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last part was Abe Lincoln, of course, and I taped him right in the middle. And that's how I was able to get it nice and large. So this is how large it's gonna be on a t-shirt. So right now, I just got done doing a test print. I had to rebuild the frame because the frame that I originally done it on was a 20 by 24 inch. That is not wide enough. So what I did was I built a whole new frame. This frame right here is big. It's a 24 by 24 inch. Because my squeegee, I had a hard time trying to print the side, each side of the design. When I pressed through, I just didn't have enough space to work with. So both sides of the design, it wasn't printing out clearly, but now it's printing out a lot better because I have a whole lot of space to work with. So this is it right here. So I'm getting ready to do a print. That way you can see how it comes out on the t-shirt. But eventually, I will be getting a larger heat flash dryer and a larger desktop printer that can print out as large as, I say, 11 by 17. But before I get a larger heat flash dryer, I will have to deal with the printer first. So I will have to go find a larger printer that can print out larger transparency, larger artwork. So now it's time to see how this is gonna come out in a black shirt. Oh, and I bought some more curable ink. Curable reducer, that's what it's called. And I poured it into the ink, so I got my ink nice and loose and creamy, so it's gonna be real easy to work with. Now, by me working with white on black, bright colors always need an underbase when you're printing on dark. So that means I'm gonna have to print more than just one layer of ink. I'm gonna probably have to go over it like 3 or 4 times for it to come out nice and bright. As far as the heat flashing, it's up to temperature right about now, so I'm gonna heat flash it for about 10 to 12 seconds. It looks pretty good so far. I just need more layers of ink on here to print, make it a little bit wider, make it nice and bright. Now, by this being a 15 by 15, I'm gonna have to dry it a certain way in order for the heat to capture the whole print. I'm gonna do one more coat. Well, like I said, eventually I'm gonna get a larger heat flash dryer. Hopefully, by this summer, I'll be working with probably like a 20 by 24 inch heat flash dryer. All right. So now the way I'm gonna go about drying this Hughes design with only a 15 by 15 of course. It's like this. Oh wait a minute, I like that. I say like this. That way the heat flash dry here capture the whole design. So, it's gonna take a lot longer. So I'm gonna heat flash this half of the design for about 30 seconds. Then after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the shirt around and I'm gonna heat flash the other half of the design. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it around this way. That way I capture the other side for about 25, 30 seconds. So after I get finished heat flashing the right side and the left side, I'm gonna heat flash the top part of the design and the lower part of the design, and that's it. So now I'm going to do the top part of the design. If y'all feeling my channel, go ahead, subscribe. Ed Shaw Graphics. Just hit that red and green button in the lower right hand corner. Show your boys some love. Give me some likes. Got any questions or comments, hit me up in the comment section. part. I'm gonna hit this up for about 25, 30 seconds. All right, now, since I ended up drying it an unusual way, what I need to do is I need to test the print to make sure that it's on properly. So the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna let this cool off for about, I'd say about 20 seconds. And then once it cools off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a stretch test and see if the ink is cured. If I see any cracks, then of course it's not cured, so I will have to put it right back under the dryer and heat flash it again so it can cure all the way through. And so the stretch test basically is done just like that. And so far I don't see anything. See any cracks or anything. I'm gonna bring my camera in a little bit close. So the way you do the stretch test to make sure the ink is on properly, all you gotta do is just take the shirt like this and stretch it. And so far everything is looking good. Then I would stretch it this way also. And as you can see, I don't see any cracks or anything, which means I did a pretty good job. And there you have it, a 15 by 15 design. So this is gonna be a small order for my client. He only want like a half a dozen. These are just some samples for his clothing line. Thanks for watching my channel, Ed Shaw Graphics. Don't forget, subscribe to your boy channel. All right now.